Tommy.
Oh.
You and this chair going tweet the whole time, please, eh? Let's switch chairs. Come.
Something has happened. Come.
Please. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. No.
Wow.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maki Sikhale and we are revisiting our social affairs section. Today I have a very special guest on the show and she will introduce herself.
My name is Lindo Dlamini and I am a victim, or what I can say, a person that is going to share my story today about what happened to me, and this is my very close friend and I'm so glad that I've got ears to hear what happened to me.
Yeah guys, so she's just going to be sharing her story, and I would just like to put a trigger warning that this is a very it's going to be a very sensitive one. It's going to be a very sensitive conversation, and just to remind you that this is her experience and what it is that she went through. Obviously people go through different things and these are also her opinions, so everything that she'll be saying is just her opinion and her personal experience. So it's not meant to offend anyone or to harm anyone, but rather just to share the awareness of what it is that women in South Africa go through. And just to give you a quick brief, her story is she almost got raped and kidnapped, as well as not constantly, but she's been mugged quite a few times. So we're just gonna basically touch base on being a woman in South Africa and the crimes that we face and that she's been through. So we're gonna kick right into it and she's just gonna start off her story. And please guys, I'm putting out a trigger warning that this is a sensitive one, it's a hectic one, so let's get into it. So talk us through it, babes. Your first story. Where were you? What happened? What were the vibes?
So basically I am literally walking home.
Okay.
I'm walking home, I'm coming back from work, and this person is acting like he's jogging.
Okay.
Literally, when I was walking, in my mind I didn't think that, hey, this person could mean harm to me. So I'm walking, I'm about to get home, and literally where I got robbed, there's a bush close to my house. So with it being a bush close to my house, we literally have a lot of problems there because people can hide there and want to be in situations where they just pop out and try mug you.
Yeah.
So no, my story is different. He was acting like he's jogging, and soon after he just turns around and he puts a gun to my stomach. So this is me now, the guy that was jogging right now is now pointing with the gun. And we close to this bush, so he says, keep quiet and get in.
It's the bush.
But he's speaking Vernac.
Yeah.
Suga when get in the bush. And in my mind, in that moment, I don't know if it was God, but there was a boy coming from soccer. And he saw this whole altercation
happen, yeah.
And this guy, he's literally like, Ushai plate, yabo? Two other niggas in the bush come out. They're going to fetch this problem of a guy that's coming from soccer.
The soccer guy, okay.
Yeah, so guy's coming from soccer. He says, hey, he tries to make a rock so they can run away. Or,
a rock.
So they come out, they fetch him, and then it's a ufuna and no disrespect to the peeps, but the voice that I heard was, angisho ufuna ukusebenzisa ufuna ukuseva i-girlfriend yakho. No, but that's really the voice.
So you suspect that they were foreign nationals?
They were.
Okay.
That's right. So they put the guy in, and I'm like,
into the bush.
yeah, with me. Then now we're going all together. They put him in, and I was wearing a white jumpsuit. And then they say, when I get naked. And I'm like,
But like this bush, né? So I'm guessing obviously it's like high grass, right?
Yes.
But
yes.
is it high enough that like if we're like standing in it, people can't see? Like, is it higher than
yeah,
you guys?
Yeah, and the thing is, the funny part is that when they take you in, they put you in the middle. In the middle, there's a hole where it seems like they cut there. Like, it's just their place to... in the middle, there's literally... The grass is high everywhere else, but in the middle, it's literally... There's nothing. Like, there's short grass.
So... Okay, yeah, okay.
It's like they maintain the middle because it's a felt. It looks like a felt. And the grass is high each and every place.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get, they drag you within the bush. But when you get to the middle, a connects. Like,
it's empty.
It's like they're stones. And that's when I knew, like, it's over for me.
At this point, you and this guy are taken to the center, and then you asked to like get naked, and then what happened?
All I could hear was mosquitoes. I literally thought there are bees in this belt. I felt so numb, and I felt so discouraged with what's about to happen now, because I'm in this bush, there are 5 men around me, and this one angel, I can call him, to come and save me. And I was literally like, God, today is the day to intervene in my life.
Yeah.
Because there are 5 men that are about to rape me. And the one is telling me, if I can rape you now, will you ever forget my face? And that's when I knew that my life might not make it out of here. So I'm begging for my life, and I'm pleading, and I'm asking, like, can you not take whatever you want? I mean, they already started eating my groceries. What else? Like,
yeah,
you know,
so they were eating like all this.
Yeah, they were eating probitas and everything. They were, you know, like the level, like there's not much disrespect that you can get like that day. They started eating the probitas. The only thing that they left was the eggs, because we were the
yeah.
But everything edible. Like I bought 2 full chickens, and it was a Friday. I told my mom, don't cook, you know. Bought 2 full chickens, and we're just gonna have that for them. And the niggas were feasting. So
from like what I'm getting though, they were comfortable.
Yeah.
They were comfortable. What? Because usually, right, when a crime takes place, right, it's quick job. Like we need to get what we're doing and we're out of here. So if they have time to be eating,
no, they were eating, babe. Like they had no time. They were hungry, criminal. I don't know a respectful word.
Okay, so just to get it right. Okay, now you and this other guy that try to help you are inside.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then while they speaking to you and they tell you what's happening, the others are eating.
Yeah, so we literally got in. They put us down, told me to take off my clothes. While me getting undressed, the other one went to the plastic and started seeing what I have or what I brought for the house. And then that's when they were like, let's just have a meal. With us just laying there, me and a bra and a G-string, and I was just laying there in front of 5 men that I don't know. And obviously 6 with the one that tried to help me. So that was, I felt violated. Like, why do they get the purpose to see me like
that? Yeah.
So. Yeah, exactly. So you just make it in front of men that you don't know, and one is asking you, if I rape you, will you forget my face? What do you do as a woman in that very moment? You just keep quiet and you say nothing.
That's hectic. That's hectic. And then are you comfortable to share like what happened after that? Or?
Yeah, sure. I mean, so I am in this bush, and the reason why I went to Pick and Pay before when I left work was because I wanted to withdraw my sister's textbook money, and I think it was about 3,000 rand. So it was combined. I needed textbooks, she needed textbooks, so we needed to fix school stuff.
Okay.
And that's why the urge of having to go literally on that day was to make sure that that's covered. And I had it over on the side of my boob, and there was one that was very like, the one that asked me like, if I ever rape you, will you forget my face? That's the guy that really made me feel like it's about to go down. So he's touching on me and my boobs and everything, and I think maybe, I don't know if it was God, but I think it was, because the minute he touched me on the side of my boob where the money was,
he felt the money.
And he's like, what's this? You know? And he took the money out and then he started beating me up. Like, why didn't you tell us you have money? Like, it's a must. So they beat me up, and now the friend, and these people were wearing gumboots, but the way I was just so cold and so over the mosquito, I didn't feel it. I felt it the next day when my face had swollen up and my body was bruised. I felt it the next day. And the guy that was pleading with me, the guy, the what they call the Superman, literally started crying when they started hitting me. And I prayed to God that maybe they don't find that money. I was just sitting like this the whole time, and unfortunately I got searched.
Okay.
Or he was just being a perv, and that's when he saw the money and he hit me for not telling him I
that you have money.
Yeah.
And then did they release you then after they found the money?
Nope. So they put me in around 6:30, and it was June. It was winter. It was quiet then, but it started getting busy on the road. Okay. So they couldn't release me then, because if I run out naked,
people will know something's happening. Yeah.
So I literally got help around 12:30.
Like officer, what, like midnight?
Yeah. They didn't let us go until they let people sleep, everyone asleep. And imagine, I was staying in a complex then. I'm walking to the security guards after they released us with a bra and panty.
So then what's happening though during this time?
They're talking. They just, no, life goes on. Like, we've got these two and they're going to do more. Like, every time one of them walks out, there's a scream somewhere.
So they're attacking other people,
but they're not putting them in the bush. They're just mugging. I think they were just mugging. Like, they didn't see the need to do what they were doing to us to them. They were just a bag or whatever the case may be. They were not putting them in the bush with us, because I thought if we're a lot, it will be better. But they didn't bring anyone else. They just left us there. But every time someone walked out, there was a scream on the road.
I'm guessing maybe, I don't know, I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal, like, I don't know. But
and these, to be honest, these are small-time criminals that are bored.
So yeah, like, my biggest thing is the fact that I feel like they were so comfortable, like they have time, and that worries me, because if you think, okay, in the middle center, it's an open, that means you're not the first person to go there, right? Yeah. That's their thing, that's their operation, right? Has this been brought up in the community? Do people know, people are aware that this is happening? And also, it's a bit of a vague question, I guess, but if it's people who are always in that area, like, you couldn't recognize any one of them, have you never seen any one of them, like, ever?
Funny story, right? And people still call me crazy today. You never forget the people that hurt you.
Of course.
And that's one thing that people should know. where I was staying, like I mentioned, was a complex.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a guy that was a security guard, and I was very fond of him. He was definitely one of them. I think he orchestrated and told them there are rich people that stay here, or there are people that with money. I'm not saying I'm rich, wait. But people with money.
You're gonna be rich, girl. Don't almost hurt. Yet. She's not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
But in the area for them, I guess, rich means differently for people. My rich is not your rich.
Right.
His rich was
at 3,000.
my rich.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was rich to him because of the setup and where I'm staying. But my rich is not someone else's rich. You know what I'm saying? So he saw it's a burb area, Ziakipa, you know.
So the security guard of your complex,
thank you,
was one of the guys that was at.
I am sure about that. He had, you know when someone is not unusual, but like like that's the tallest guy you know in your life.
Yeah.
He was one of those. He was the tallest guard. His face, his everything made sense. His voice, you know what you know. And the next day or 2 days after, because I don't think I came out for like 2 days, you know that voice. He spoke to me that day. I think I was fetching the newspaper, and I just heard him speak, and I'm saying, "That's that."
I know that voice.
That's that voice.
You know that voice.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. I'll just give you like a little second minute of like when, like how I relate to you when you saying like you don't forget a face, right? Mm-hmm. So I remember with us, I was like much younger than now. So I was still in, I think, primary school, and at the time I only had one car in the house. It was a blue Audi A4, right? And so family of four, you know what I'm saying, mom, dad, like even have designated seats, you know, like that's your seat, that's my seat, right? Because we have one car. That's like the vibe. So I remember this one day, it was a Sunday, ne? It was a Sunday. My mom had just gotten a promotion at work, and so the idea behind it was we're gonna fetch her at work that day and then like go out for like dinner, right? So obviously, like as a kid, going out to eat dinner is an exciting, like, dude, we're going out today. Like, you don't even sleep the whole week because you know, like, dude, on Sunday, we're going out to eat dinner. And then, it's so crazy because that morning when we're going to church, myself, my sister, and my dad, my son and I were complaining, like, hey, you in this old car, bruh. Like, when are you getting rid of this car? Like, we're tired of this car. On my sister's side, which was behind the passenger's door, that door didn't open from the inside. Not child lock issues, just didn't open, right? It could only open from the outside. Fine. Then what happened? So we went to church and everything, and then he went to go fix the car somewhere, I think in Alexandra or something like that, and then we're driving back to Kempton Park to fetch my mom. And while we're driving back to fetch my mom, dude, you're not there, nothing was really happening, you know. We get there, we park, and then she was feeling like nauseous, right? Because we're sitting in the car waiting for my mom maybe for like 10 minutes. She's feeling a bit nauseous, so she wanted to get out the car. She can't get out because of her door, remember? So she has to go out through my door. So I'm also like, something, you know, when something in your spirit just speaks to you, hey, something in my spirit was just like, nah, just stay out the car with her, because I was planning on going back and then she stays out by herself. I'm like, nah, let me just stand with her, whatever. And then I remember this white City Golf passes us with like 4 guys. I recall 4 guys. And once they pass the car, they slow down. But my sister's at that age, yeah, she's becoming a woman. She's got the boobs are coming out. So I'm thinking like, Bashera, like Banyoko Shera, like they sing a pretty girl. You know how men react when they see you, like they'll slow down, or you know. That's what I think is going on. They pass, fine vibes. And then when they come back, friend, they come back as short, like, you know, you can hear like this car that's coming is like it's flying at it. Like, yeah. They come, they block my dad in the front, and immediately, I think even before the car stopped, those guys were out. Ne? I'm telling you, friends, I don't think they're in the car to stop, like, see, then showtime. No, guys, like, while this car is still moving, they just out the car, and this guy's holding a gun in my head. I really saw like an AK. Maybe I'm not an AK-47. I mean, I don't know, but it was a big gun, friend. And like this little guy, he's probably littler than me, dude. Like,
and the shotguns are disrespectful. Oh, what?
Guys, this guy was like this big name. He's light. To this day, I will never forget that guy. Dude, that guy, even now, maybe we can go to Groove now. If I see that guy, I will not. That guy looked me in my eye. And then he like swore at us and he's like, we must run. So like one thing about me, well in the past, my reflexes were not really good. So if someone's like, you know, I'll be like I look at you, like, so this guy's here with the gun in my face and he's like, and I'm like, babes, like what's going on? Like, so much drama, like what's so I'm looking at him like, and then luckily my sister, for her, she's that type, dude. Let's go now. So she grabs me, and the moment she grabs me, the registers like, dude, this is happening. Oh my gosh, guys, you know, if it wasn't for my sister, and I was gonna look at that guy. Like I was just gonna be like,
you froze.
I froze. I didn't know what to like. I'm like, what's going on?
We have the same problem.
Like what's going on? Like it takes some time to be like. But now I'm better. So God forbid if you try to like rob me, I'll run. Like now I get my reflexes are better. But back then it was always, you know. So we run in, friend. We run in. We scream, dude. I'm like to my sister, you need to go fetch dad. I guess she saved me now. Now it's her turn to go and fetch the next victim. I'm like, Dad, go fetch dad. Dude, she's just looking at a girl now. Like,
I'm not trying to go back.
So she's not trying to go back for my dad. And now I'm revealing secrets that she wasn't trying to go back to get. So at the guards, I'm like to the guards, bruh, my dad, like they screaming with us, bro. They also like they're screaming. They like, dude, they was like, yeah, Koloi, like babe, go get my your security, like what's your black? They're screaming with us. And my dad, Shem, he just came out walking like friend. Now my dad just came walking out like, you know, with the walk, he's like, nah. He's like, it's okay, girls. Like, you know, like the car's gone, like, you know. And it's so crazy because we get reminded all the time that, friend, that morning we said we didn't want that car. Like sometimes, guys, you actually invite things into your life without being fully aware of it. Do you understand? I'm like, nah, this car must go. God answered, look, that car, that car was gone. Like, I was really gone. And it was a mess. Now we're not going. I was really worried about the dinner. Like, now we're not even going to dinner. Like, now all our plans. I thought we could still go to dinner. I mean, it was dinner. But I'm just, okay, I went way overboard. But the face, if you see someone's face and like she said, someone that's hurt you, someone that's caused trauma, whether it be within 30 seconds or 10 minutes, or like her from 6:30 in the evening to midnight, a face, a voice, you will, guys, like, you see what I'm telling you? Like, I can see that guy, dude, and then I wish I could like take it out of my head and be like,
yeah, you
this is the guy, like this is him, like I will never forget that guy.
People be like,
yeah, and you're like, I mean, with me in my case, he was short. There's a lot of short guys. He was light. There's a lot of light guys. I could say, okay, maybe he had like an English nose, nyana. There's a lot of guys with the English nose. Do you know what I'm saying? So it becomes difficult to be like, dude, this is him. Like, this is that guy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's about me. So yeah, they let you out eventually.
But let me ask, eventually, I am going to the gate now.
To the complex, yeah.
To the complex gate. I get in, I'm numb. My jumpsuit's dirty. I'm not trying to wear it. Like, I'm not trying to... I walk in, and these security guards are like, I'm in a G-string and a bra, and it's like, we're seeing bums for free, you know?
Yeah.
And even in that moment, I felt violated. Because I'm numb, my hair's messed up, I'm bruised, but men still, not all men, but a man still found pleasure in that pain. So I walk home and I get inside and my mom's waiting. The lights are still on. And she doesn't ask me anything. She just cries.
Because she could see.
And
yeah.
Lindo is not one person that will go and not communicate. And even if I go, I'll say I'm how far.
Yeah.
And she was calling me, and it was when the Z10 was still a thing, the phone.
Yeah.
I had a Z10 and it was new, and she knew like I'm always on my phone.
Yeah.
And that day she knew something was wrong when my phone rang, and she was the last person to call me to check. Where are you?
Yeah.
The audacity not even to switch my phone off. These guys literally had my mom calling.
Like they're watching your mom.
Yeah. And then eventually they switched my phone off. And after that, I couldn't go throw the dustbin at night. In the morning, I'd always check, like, are there other people, other victims? I'd always go to the gate and try find out, like, is everyone that passed it okay? I literally went into a position where I was not okay. I kept on checking, like, who leaves here in the morning? Does everyone know? Whatever the case may be. And
I don't think you ever actually become okay, especially with something like that. Like, for me personally, right, to this day, like, now I'm driving, I have a license, like, I drive every day. You always, you know, if something's happened to you with regards to, like, with me with the hijacking, let me just tell you, just reversing out the gate is an extreme sport. Because I'm thinking in my head, while I'm reversing, someone could come and, like, you know, like, block the back, and this is happening again. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you ever recover from that. Like, that traumatic experience will start to affect your everyday life. Everything you do, you'll always be thinking, I don't like driving at night, especially on, like, New Year's, like, these big events when, like, I would rather sit in the house. I'd rather just, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that's when they come out full. I'm not saying you can't get mugged or kidnapped or hijacked any other day, but you never get over it. And the thing is, my dad is a man. I've never really heard from him, like, how he feels now driving. Do you understand? But as a human being, I can guarantee you, once something traumatic has happened, they've pointed a gun, you know what I'm saying? You just never. You can never go back to normal life. You can never just be reckless and be like,
let me just live my life.
No. It's like they take something away from you that you're never gonna get back. Like, that sense of feeling safe in a car, or you can't even feel, sometimes, like, even like maybe like long distance, I can't sleep in a car because I feel like, imagine these people catch me sleeping. Like, what's gonna happen? Because that day, if my sister didn't become nauseous and want to get out, they were gonna try to get us out. Her door doesn't open. They could have driven off with her. They could have, do you understand? Because it's, time is money. Because when my dad was explaining it, I think with him they searched him, but he was saying the way the guy was shaking, you could tell, well, this guy is freaking out. Do you understand? So at that time, they're not gonna have the patience for me and my sister to walk out the car. Worst part, the person with the door that works freezes under those situations. I was gonna freeze, and I was gonna sit and be like, you get what I'm saying? Whereas maybe if it happened on her side, she'd be able to open the door immediately and pull me. I was gonna freeze. They could have driven off with us. Like, so much could have happened. So I feel like to this day, taking a nap in a car, I'm thinking, no. What if they catch me again? And this time I'm sleeping. This time like I'm not on it. Yeah. So I don't think you ever go back to
being okay.
Nah. But did you go to therapy? Like, what are the vibes?
I didn't go to therapy.
Okay.
And I think that's why I'm still here in this very emotional space, because of things that have happened after. It was a thing of me not knowing how to handle. At some point, I thought in Zulu, what they call uloya, bewitching. I thought I'm bewitched. Like, how am I always in this situation? And it's always almost the same thing.
So something else happened after.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So, I'm from a jog, and I'm walking to the park. Because after jogging, I go to the park, do some exercises, squats, whatever the case may be.
Alright.
How I'm close to some house. Well, they're building a mansion there, and it literally, I'm just walking as per normal, because in my mind, I've tried to get myself used to the fact that you need to be okay.
Yeah,
this is where
you can't
you stay.
be, yeah.
So I'm walking to the park, and usually I don't go gymming alone or jogging alone. I always have a partner with me. So unfortunately, my partner then, my gymming partner, couldn't be with me that day. And to be honest with you, the attack wasn't for me. It was for the people in that mansion. They wanted to come steal equipment or whatever. Yeah, because they're building, right? I just see guys. So I get to the park and I see this car, but I'm like, there's always a car parked somewhere because it's Uber. And it looked more so like an Uber car. So I think they go to the house, they try to get whatever they get. I don't know what they got there. And then they come to me. And then I just see, I get into the park and then I start gymming. I just start doing squats. And then I just see a car, like you mentioned. Like, these guys don't wait for the car to stop.
Nah, though. Nah.
I just see choo 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 choo. All four doors open, and like that, you know. And from my previous experience, I know when to run. I start running down the road. Because they parked on the road that's going to my house. So I need to obviously go opposite.
Okay.
I start running. Those guys got me. They got me, they dripped me. They took my phone. Fine. Normal mugging. Not normal mugging. But I think where it got deep was when the guy said, if you ever try again, you're gonna eat my
Try do what?
Run.
So
he literally got up. He was already up, right? He literally came close to my face, not got up, and put my face on his genitals. I know, you know that sweat smell of his trouser? I knew it. At least bars. If you come to steal my phone. No, he was
so hectic.
He took he literally took my head and grabbed me towards his genitals. And then if you ever try to run again, you're gonna suck. He's taking my phone.
So then why did they all get out though for just a phone? Like, that's a bit dramatic.
These people have guns, like, you don't understand. There's a gun here, there's a gun here.
But for a phone. 4 guys for a phone. I'm saying that because I got mugged. Wow. No, guys, I got mugged. I was with my homegirls. Y'all know yourselves in your video. Friend!
Because the canopy thing, or whatever, that van, it has no windows at the back. It has nothing. But there's a sliding door. And those two are waiting, like, so let's bring her. And that's when I started crying. And that's when I started screaming. And that's when I started reacting.
Like, it's a real thing, yeah.
Like, these guys are not gonna let me go. And then the whole time, I am fighting, but I'm nothing was coming out.